Hello, and thank you for giving us another opportunity to spend some time with you on Stairway to Health, brought to you by Health Experts Canada. We've got some great ideas, new information, and hopefully a few laughs for you today. Who knows? If you're not careful, you may learn something.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Stairway to Health podcast. I'm your host, Frank Peary, and I'm here with
Marilyn Mitchell.
And today, I'd like to talk about one of my favorite subjects, one of my favorite topics, travel.
Oh, excuse me.
What's so funny?
Well, some of you get to travel a lot more than some of us.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I do enjoy travel. I must say. I enjoy experiencing travel, lots of different places, spaces. I find it incredibly exhilarating and extremely beneficial to overall health. When we talk about health and wellness, travel fits into the mix. Now, I know some people out there think of travel as a luxury, if you will, but I don't think travel or vacations don't have to always be big ticket experiences.
No, not at all. Sometimes, you know how they always say, sometimes a change is as good as a rest.
Absolutely.
But you can travel away from your regular routine. And even if you go 2 or 3 hours away from where you live and, just go and enjoy a different scenery, different landscapes, different things, different places. I mean, that's still traveling. But it's amazing if you're only gone for a day or two, how that changes your aspect on the rest of your life.
Well, sure. I mean, have you ever been in a situation where you have a day off or a couple days off and maybe you take a day trip or an overnight somewhere outside of the norm? And by the next day, by the time it's time to go back to work, you're feeling like you've had a week off.
No, it's true. It's true,
right?
Because it's different than the norm. You're outside of your comfort zone. You're doing something different.
Sure. It opens up, I think, not only does it help with stress because you're removing yourself from your typical daily grind and environment, but I think from a mental health perspective, it forces you to engage your brain, engage your mind in the places and the people that you meet and taking in, like you said, that different landscape around you, those new experiences.
Well, you know what I like, and I know I don't think I'm the only person in the world, but let's say that I am going to take a more serious vacation. I'm going to go away for a week somewhere. I really enjoy taking the time to figure out where that's going to be, whether I'm flying to Europe and going to a particular country, whether I'm taking a Caribbean vacation or something. The process of figuring out where I'm going and what I'd like to do, I find absolutely amazing. It invigorates me. It makes me feel like there's sunshine out even when there isn't. It really puts me in a different headspace just thinking about the possibility that I will be doing something different 3 or 4 months from now.
Sure. Sometimes the process is even more exciting than the actual trip itself.
Well, it is. And there's a lot to be said about that. Because so you've got the month and the day and where you're going, and that's all been settled. You've put a deposit down or you've got your tickets or something. From that moment on, you can accept a lot of negativity in your everyday life because you know that, I just can't wait because I know that soon enough I'm going to be fill in the blank. But it's a way to have a goal. It's a goal that you're looking forward to, that you've achieved because you know it's there.
Sure.
It's tangible.
Absolutely. And how many times do you plan that beach vacation or that vacation somewhere hot, warm, or it's a destination vacation where you know you're going to be increasing your physical activity level. You're going to go zip lining in Costa Rica or whatever. Sometimes the months, weeks leading up to it force us to get it not only into a mindset, a different mindset when it comes to our health, but a different mindset when it comes to our physical health.
Oh,
right.
Absolutely.
We start working out more. We start dieting. We start, we want to look good in the bathing suit. So it definitely plays a big role in terms of how we assess our health and how we want to feel once we actually get on the vacation.
Oh, sure, because you don't want to be that person at the resort or that person on the cruise that needs help getting up and down off of things, or everybody else is jumping in the pool and you're sort of slithering in quietly because you don't want to take your cover up off because all these other beautiful people, male, female, doesn't matter. They're walking around and they look terrific. And there you are slouched in the lawn chair because, you don't want to stand up. You don't want to be that person.
No, absolutely not.
So you look after yourself. You care about yourself. But the mental part of it, I think,
far supersedes.
It does.
Yeah.
It really gives you something to look forward to.
No, you're right. I mean, I do enjoy travel, and I have traveled quite a bit. And I think that's part of it. I remember a Gulf vacation I had planned with my father a few years back. And in all honesty, it was the anticipation of going to somewhere I had never been before, playing golf courses I had never played before. And just, the exploration, getting online and figuring out, all there was to know about the golf course, all there was to know about where we were going, where to eat, where to go out, where to shop. Like it was such an experience leading up to the actual, and it made the trip itself all that much more enjoyable.
Well, it does. It's the what is it? You always say that the trip is better than the destination,
right?
But sometimes the journey, the journey's better than the destination. And sometimes that excitement of preparing, or you have to go out shopping because you have to get this, or you have to, maybe I should get a new pair of running shoes, or how about a new, all of those things. It brings your life up to a new standard, a new excitement. There's an excitement about going away. And like I said, it doesn't have to be for a week in an exotic island. It can be you're going up to somebody's cottage for the weekend, and you're looking forward to being away, being at the cottage,
being in nature.
Yes, I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to go kayaking. I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to go, like, all of that kind of thing. It makes us excited. It gives us goals and situations that we know we're going to be able to do. Not someday, or wouldn't it be nice if, or I have a friend who did, but when it's actually you.
Sure.
Fires at night, up.
Absolutely.
It's just great.
Whether it's camping, whether it's, taking your kids fishing, whether it's going up to a friend's cottage, whether it's going away on an actual destination vacation. Vacations play a big role in helping us to cope with stress, in helping us to cope with our mental health, right? Just that simple activity of being together with your family or being together with your loved ones on a vacation. Or if you're by yourself, simply getting to experience and engage with other like-minded people. It's a pretty incredible thing what that does in terms of getting us ready to come back and deal with the everyday once again. We come back refreshed, we come back energized, we come back with a whole new outlook on our life.
And the other thing, because we are health experts, that we should touch on is that when you're going to go away, when you're planning on doing this, the realities have to kick in, and you're going to be eating different foods, drinking different water, having a different schedule of eating. You're not
sleeping.
Eating,
yeah.
And there are supplements that we can have, that we can take with us, or help prepare our body for as much of the excitement and the positive that we're going to have. Sometimes there's a bit of a negative that kicks in, and people, should really think about that before they head off.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think when we think about traveling to certain destinations, using something like a probiotic to make sure that our digestive system stays active, stays healthy, stays functional. I mean, the last thing you want to do is go away on vacation, eat all these different foods, drink all this different water or other beverages, and experience problems with your transit time or your bowel function. So probiotics, and not to mention what it can do for stress strengthening and helping to support the immune system. Depending on where you're going, right? Do you need extra vitamin D? Do you need extra vitamin C? There are plenty of antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal herbs and spices available, oil of oregano being a big one in the marketplace. And taking these things with you, just taking them on a daily basis, right, as a preventative, helps to make sure that you don't come down with something. And then, of course, if you do experience any symptoms, then you can up your dosages and fight it off naturally without having to rely on or worry about what kind of medical attention or care you're going to get. So, there definitely are things that you want to take along with you when you're on vacation, when you go travel to a different environment.
Not the least of which would be things like a natural sun block or aloe vera if you get burnt and you want to put something on. Things like that we as much as we're excited about going away, we have to look into the reality of things.
Of where we're going.
Yeah. And sunblock, let's say even the lip balm, the chapstick kind of things that you use, and because you're going to be outside more, or you're going to be in the wind more or in the sun more.
Absolutely. Elements play a big role, right? Your vacation may be skiing on a mountain in Colorado or somewhere in the States. So the elements play a big part in how you look after yourself and what you just might need while you're away.
So, I mean, I'm all for and very much excited about planning vacations for myself. I love to do that. But like we always say, you've got to look at the whole picture. You've got to look at what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. But just the experience and the way it takes your personality up, your state of mind.
Oh, sure. It broadens your perspective on the world at large. I mean, it introduces you to different, like I said, different places, different cultures, different people, right? It gives you that whole different perspective on how to see the world.
Well, and how many of us, I mean, I know I'm guilty of this. You go somewhere, whether it's up for a weekend away at somebody's cottage, or whether it's down in an island in the south or something, and you get out one morning and you go for a walk, which you would do at home anyway. But then all of a sudden you're saying, oh, look at that bird. Look at that. Oh, look at that flower. Isn't that amazing? Really? We see birds and flowers every day.
Sure.
But when we're away, it's different. So it's just such an uplifting situation to do something like that.
I think you're right. I think it actually absolutely can be. And here's what's even more remarkable. We are quickly approaching the 7-day online metabolic activation challenge.
Oh,
yes. This is a 7-day body reset detox metabolic stimulation program that will help and can help you get ready for anywhere that you may be wishing to travel to, whether it's wanting to lose that extra 5 or 10 pounds, or whether it's just wanting to shed some of that unwanted toxicity out of the body and feel more energized, feel great, feel more vibrant and alive about wherever it is you're planning to take off and head on vacation. So anybody who's interested in jumping on to the next 7-day online metabolic activation challenge can go right to www.healthexpertscanada.com, and all the information is right there on the homepage. So I don't know, what are we waiting for? We should be out there traveling right now. I mean, this has got me so excited. So I guess if you're starting to plan your next travel vacation, recap the amazing benefits here on what it can do for your health, your brain health, your emotional health, your physical state of health. It's pretty impressive. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to say so long. I think I might take a vacation sometime soon. But I'm Frank Peary.
And I'm Marilyn Mitchell. And until next time, remember, health equals wealth. So that's all the time we have today, but there's still so much more to talk about and learn. Head over to healthexpertscanada.com for more ideas on healthy living, and don't forget to like, download, and share this podcast with your friends, just for the health of it.